Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to my YouTube channel and this week's Mimeograph Monday with a twist. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Diana and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I'm in Santan Valley, Arizona. So today is my Mimeograph Monday with a twist. And if you aren't familiar with that, basically I'm going to be doing a project out of the catalog and doing it how I think that it was made, for the catalog. And then I'm going to do a card as a twist. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. Sometimes I change it a lot, sometimes I don't change it tons. So that's what we are going to be doing today. Now this is a card that I fell in love with as soon as I saw it in the mini catalog, and so now we're going to do it today. Now I do also take suggestions. If you want me to do a certain card, let me know, and if I can, I will, as long as I don't get too many requests. There's only so much time in the day. So anyways, all right, so I'm going to turn my camera close. Okay. So let's see, we are almost to the end of the month. What is it, one more day? Oh yes, one more day. Oh my gosh, and we're already through January. How about that? So that means there's only a couple more days to use my host code. If you are ordering less than 150, please use this code, and then that puts all the orders together and allows me to keep doing my goodies and guts. If you are new, my goodies and guts change each month. So goodies are the brand new iridescent pastel gems. They are so pretty and I've used them several times. So if you order 75 in the month before tax and shipping on my store, you can email me your order too. You have to just order 75 before tax and shipping, and that's catalog merchandise. It's not like a class in the mail or anything like that, so it does have to be a catalog order. You can pick goodies or guts. If you want both, and a lot of people do get both each month, then just spend 150 before tax and shipping and you can get both. And then this is the packet for the guts, and you get everything you need to make the project, your little bling and everything, and that changes every month. So inside this packet are the supplies to make these 3 cards. Now nothing is stamped, so you will have to use your own stamps, but like this die is in there. These aren't, because they are part of the milkshake bundle that you'll need. Now speaking of the milkshake bundle, this is my class for March, and I have got my sign-ups going right now. So if you want to take that class, then you'll be able to make this card exactly as I have it here. This is another cute card. So then you'll get the supplies to make that. I didn't open this one up. Here's that one. And then the supplies to make the cute little puffin. So, like I said, nothing is stamped on your supplies. You'll have to use what you have. And I do have a video that you can watch to make your projects along with me. Okay, so let's get to today. So today we are going to be using the Covered in Sunshine. This is a stamp set we're going to use. And this is the card. So I know I pointed this out when I did my mini catalog flip through, because I just loved that, the look of that card, how they did the rainbow there. So that's what we're going to do. And it made me order this stamp set just to do this card here. All right, so that's what we're going to do. I have my recipe here. And sometimes, so you'll see I made a little note here, because sometimes I don't know if I just am doing it wrong, but just what I have learned from my own experience. So they're doing some watercoloring because they're using the shimmery paper, and they wrote Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. So I don't use that when I watercolor, so I did change it to the Stays On. So I just kind of went Stays On, just so that I remember when I type up my recipe that I will remember I used the Stays On pad. All right, so let's get started here. All right, so we are using so I showed you the stamp set. All right, so there's the finished card. All right, so this is a note card. So that means it's the smaller of the card. Now we do sell note cards. So they're this size, and this is a regular, just so you can see the difference. Now, this will fit in here when I'm done, but usually when I send a note card, you know, maybe sometimes I'll still stick it in the note card, but then I usually put it in a regular envelope. These aren't super tiny, but I would just rather they don't get lost, right? Also using the Enjoy the Journey DSP. Now what I do, this is that beautiful DSP I shared. I don't think I got anything else from the suite or the collection because it wasn't my style, but I loved the DSP, and I have showed this before. It's got some beautiful colors and sceneries. So that is the DSP that I'm using. And what I have is, this is just our, as a demonstrator, we can get supplies, you know, catalogs and things like that. And I usually grab the logo bags. They have big ones, and these are, what are these? 15 by, I don't know. But they're not, they do have 12 by 12, and then they have the smaller ones. So what I do is I just put all my scraps. So as soon as I cut into a 12 by 12, I stick my scraps into here, and then I just store this in my 12 by 12 cupboard like that. And then when I go to do a card, I always check in my little envelope in case I have cut some of this paper before. I might get the piece that I need from my little bag where I don't have to cut into another 12 by 12 piece of paper. Now I do the same thing with my cardstock as well. I always look at my scraps before I cut into a full sheet of cardstock. All right, let me stick that behind me. And let's get on with the card. I'm also using the Give It a Whirl dies. They have these really cute little clouds that I love so much. All right, I have a couple Give It a Whirl dies, so I can make mini clouds at one time. All right, so let's get our card pieces. So this is crumb cake for our card base. Now a note card, finished size is 3.5 by 5. And then we have our little piece of DSP. And this is the shimmery paper because we are going to do some watercoloring. And then basic white is what they used to die cut out the clouds. All right, so we are going to use Stays On. So this is why, because I did what they said, right? I used the Memento, and I thought, well, maybe I just had a weird day that it bled. But no, like it does. Like, so this was just using the Memento on shimmery and then watercoloring it with the water painters. And I knew it would bleed, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to do it just in case, and then I could show you. So it does, because it's not a Memento is not a water, it's fade resistant, fast drying, but it's not like the jet black, which is like a permanent pad. So this is like a Sharpie marker. So whenever I do any watercoloring, especially on a shimmery, because that's what I usually use for my watercoloring, I always use the Stays On. So that's what I ended up grabbing, but I did want to try it so I could tell you, like I said. Okay, so we are going to ink up our greeting with the Stays On. And then I'm going to stamp it on here. We're also going to put a little sun All right, so I just can't tell you what a gift it is to call you my friend. Is that not the cutest little saying? I think it is adorable. All right, then we have the crushed curry pad. And then that's what we're going to do, the little sun. So the little sun just goes down here with the crushed curry. And then we're going to do a little bit of watercoloring. So I have my silicone, you know, this is what we sell in the catalog. If you are new, this is the size it comes in the catalog. And then I have just trimmed it into 4 because when I would do classes, I would put it out, but then I just have it handy. And then this is what I set down, and I have these little foam, little round cotton rounds or whatever. And then I have my water painter, and then this just helps me clean my water painter. You could use paper towel, that's not a big deal, but this just fits on there perfect, and then I just throw it away. It's a lot easier than ripping up the paper towel. All right, so we're going to color a little sun. So this is just crushed curry, and I just put a few drops of refill in the lid, and we're just going to color our sun, easy peasy, and squeeze and clean. All right, then we want garden green, melon mambo, and pumpkin pie for our rainbow. So the same thing, I have my little I squirted, you know, in the lid. You can squeeze the pad and that will put some ink on there, but I just put refill in there. It's just a lot easier. It loads it up pretty good. All right, so we're just going to grab some of our melon mambo, and we're simply just going to go right over top like that. So we're making like a rainbow. So there's our first color. Squeeze and clean. Then we have pumpkin pie. Same thing, little squirts of refill in there. So then we're going to go pumpkin pie. And do you ever hear me talk about the rainbow color, or Roy G. Biv is what I usually say? Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Those are what they call the rainbow colors. That's the order. So that's how I store my cardstock, my Stampin' blends, and then you know, my ink pads. They're just in the Roy G. Biv order. So this is kind of the same way, right? We have like red, orange, then there would be a yellow. We're not using yellow because it's here. And then green. So green is our garden green. And we'll do the same thing. Just color over that. And see how nice that stays on is. It didn't bleed. It's just super. So that's what you want to use when you're watercoloring. Whether you stamp on shimmery paper, basic white paper, watercolor paper, any kind of watercoloring, just use your StazOn. Now, when you order your StazOn, make sure you always have a refill. And you notice I always get that lid on there because this is like a Sharpie marker. It's the best way to describe this pad because it's like a Sharpie ink. And it has this clear thing in here. You can see it. It just says, protective inner cover. Do not discard. And I just fasten that on the inside of the lid with some dimensionals. We have the black, so that's why you don't see them, but they're in there. And we have like black dimensionals as well as like the white ones. And I just put a couple dimensionals in there to hold that lid. Then it's always there. Otherwise, it will be loose. You know, it's like a loose clear. So every time you take the lid off, you have to take that little clear thing off. So if you attach it to the lid, it's always there, and it keeps your pad from drying out. It doesn't dry out as fast because it will. Okay, so let's stop my jabbering. I always try to teach something. Maybe you've heard it before. Maybe you haven't. Okay, so let's put our card together and then we'll get on to my twist card. All right, so this is that fun DSP in the background for all those swirls. And I'm just using my mono Tombow glue. Now this is the green tip glue, I like to call it, that we sell in the catalog. I have just put it in a different little container. All right, so we're going to put a cloud here. Whoops. Or a cloud here. And then I'm going to attach this with dimensionals because I want it to have not tons. I don't want it to stick out tons, but I do want to give it some space to go over top on this cloud. All right. Alrighty. Now I'm decorating it here, and then we'll put it on here because these clouds are going to stick out and we need to trim them. So it's a lot easier to trim them before we attach it to the card. All right, so we have dimensionals, and I'm going to put these clouds on with dimensionals. And I'm putting the dimensionals kind of in the center because remember I said they're going to be cut off. So this one I know for sure it's on the card. All right, so we have this cloud over here and this cloud over here. Make sure, yep, so see, good, good, good. No dimensional sticking out there. Now this cloud is going to go here, so I'm going to put the dimensional in between the clouds. And a couple little glue dots on the other side. So this dimensional will hold it in the center, and then the glue dots will snag it. All right, so that one goes there. All right. So this is a super quick card. And my twist is kind of quick too. It's a little bit different. Okay, so now what we'll do is we'll trim our clouds that are sticking out. And anything else that's sticking out. All right. Then we can put it on our card. Now I didn't do anything on the inside. All right, so let's stick this to the card. We're also going to put some embellishment, some bling. And those are the butterflies in the enamel dot essentials. So let's bring those over. We have our butterflies. I need my pick tool. Oh, look at here they are right here. I need a little one and a big one, and they fell right out, so that's good. So these are so pretty. I love these. There's a little bit of heft to them, but they're kind of flat, so you shouldn't have to put extra postage in regards to thickness, I wouldn't think. Now, of course, I've put dimensionals here, so that probably makes the butterflies, it doesn't matter how fat they are. But always ask. If you aren't sure, the post office will definitely help you if it's too fat. All right, and they have so many cute new stamps right now. Oh my gosh. I always order them online because then they always run out at the post office. So if you order them online, you can pick all the new ones, and there's Charlie Brown and some new Valentines and all that kind of stuff. Now postage did go up, so just keep that in mind as well. All right, so I'm going to use these really cute enamel dot essentials. These are new from the new mini, and I love them. I mean, they're just such pretty, and they're not super shiny. They're just they remind me, I don't know, of snow or something, but they're really pretty. So I'm just using my pick tool. 1, 2, 3, and so 3, 4, 5. So there's the first card. So it's super cute, right? It's a cute little note card. And like I said, it will fit wherever I put my note card envelope. So it will fit in the little note card envelope. And the note cards come with actual cards and envelopes. So it does fit in those. And then, you know, I probably would just stick it in there just because I'm a worrywart. Okay, so let's put this away. I don't believe I used those for my twist. All right, so let's get to the twist. Now this time, I want to use some different DSP. So this time I'm going to be using, and I do the same thing. So see, this one I've used more of. This is the Rain or Shine. And you can see I did not put that one in the baggie. So Rain or Shine. So now I can slip this in here. And then this just goes in the cupboard. And it's ready to go. So the Rain or Shine DSP. And I also added the basic borders die as well. So let's get those pieces. All right. I'm also using Balmy Blue for my cardstock, and I made this be a full card. So this is a regular size card. All right. So let's put this on the inside, just to get it off the desk. I love this Rain or Shine DSP. That whole bundle is adorable. Now, if you are trying to order some bundles, sometimes it'll come up and it'll say not available. I know the Heart Punch, I believe, is one. And so if you aren't sure, just holler at me. But sometimes if you can't order a bundle or a collection, it just means there might be one item not available, but you might be able to get everything else in the collection except for the punch. But then that makes the collection or bundle item number not work. So if you are trying to get something, just try the numbers individually, and then you'll find out you know, which one is not available. And then you can decide if you want to wait, or if you go, oh, I can, you know, fussy cut or whatever, I don't really need that. And then you can get the other pieces. But just know that it makes the item code not work. All right, so this is what I wanted to do. So I wanted to have some more clouds going on. So that's why I chose to use this paper. I wanted to have some little flowers in the bottom and some cloudy skies up on top. So let's do the same thing. Now, so this is still shimmery, so you can see it kind of shimmer. I don't know if you can or not. Depends on the lighting, but it does. All right, so this is still the shimmery paper because I'm still going to do that really cute coloring technique where you go over. I did change my green from Garden Green to my favorite parakeet, so it was a little brighter, happier green. All right, so let's stamp our saying. And I'm still using the StazOn. All right, so I gotta stand up. So I'm gonna come over here and stamp right on there. Okay. All right, let it dry for a second. Dry, dry, dry. All right, let's see, let's see, let's see. I still want the butterflies. So I'm still going to use the butterflies. And I didn't use the essential, but I want to use the new loose daisies. All right, so let's see. That should be good and dry by now. All right, so let's do the same thing. So I have my little sponge. We'll just flip it over a little bit. All right, so we're going to start with our parakeet. So we're going to just do the same technique. I just changed that parakeet from the Garden Green. Just because I like that bright green. I don't know. That's just my favorite go-to green right now. All right, so we're still using pumpkins for the orange. squeeze and clean. And I'm still using Melon Mambo. Polished pink would be a good one too. All right. Right over. Like that. But isn't that so cool? Oh, I'm glad that they showed that sample because I don't know if I would have got this stamp set, to be honest. Isn't that bad? I should like everything. But I'm so glad I got it because it does have some cute sayings. I just looked at it and was like, whoa, those are some big greetings. And I think that's why I didn't get it initially. But then when I saw that, I was like, oh, I have to do that card. All right, so let's get this back over here. All right, so we have our cute little DSP. So we're just going to stick this on here. And I'm going to glue this right to the card because I'm going to make it be a little bit different. I'm going to put my clouds all on top of this. So this is going to go on the back of the card. Like that. All right. And then we're just going to put some clouds. So I know I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clouds. This time, I think I mentioned it, I did them in shimmery instead of the basic white so that all my clouds looked the same as this cloud. Let's get my dimensionals. All right, so let's put these two on the top. So I just thought it was too cute. And this goes so well, this die goes so well with the Give It a Whirl. All right, so I want to put a cloud up here. And let's put another one up here. So you can put them wherever you want. I'm even putting them in a different spot than my original card. All right, so then I want to put my clouds down here. Now I'm putting my dimensional on here instead of on the cloud, on the edges. Because this time I'm letting the clouds come in from the outside. Because this is a bigger card, so I have a little bit more room to play with my clouds than I did on the smaller card. All right, so I want this cloud here. Let's see, this cloud. I'm like, because to me this looks like it's upside down, doesn't it? But we're going to put it anyway. All right, so this cloud. Can clouds be upside down? I don't think they can. Have you ever laid and saw things in the clouds? I remember years ago when I was young, and I wish I'd have kept that picture. It was a perfect horseshoe in the cloud, like it had stepped in the snow. And I took a photo of it, but I don't have those pictures anymore. All right, that's the old days when you actually developed your film. All right, so then this is going to go here. I don't want to cover my words, so we've got that there. I didn't put the sun this time. All right, now let's bring this over. So I also have a layer of basic white, so that's going to go there. So this is my basic white layer. I go through so much basic white. It's just always, whenever I put an order in, it's always like 5 packs of basic white. All right. And then that's going to go on here. So see how cute it looks with these clouds. And it's like the clouds are floating in from the outside of the card. But you want to make sure, now I'm going to put a dimensional under here because he's a little floppy down here now that I know where he goes. So I'll just peel the back. and pick it up with my pick tool and stick it up underneath here, because now I know where that cloud goes. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that it will fit in an envelope. So we do have to trim out anything that sticks out of the card so it'll fit in the envelope. So I do trim here. This fits, but isn't that fun? Okay, so let me get my little butterfly. Where's my little, I thought I had another one. One fell out. Oh, here he is. One fell out. So we're going to put one little butterfly up here, floating around. And I also want to put some of the cute little, whatchamacallits, loose daisy embellishments that go with this collection suite. I'm always like, is it a collection? Is it a suite? Is it a bundle? So I just kind of say all of the words. All right, so I'm going to just put a bunch of little dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're just going to pick up our little flowers and drop them on our glue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think I have 2 on this one. 7. See this one? There's like 2 there. Surprise! It was a white one. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you could put more. I mean, you could definitely. And what's cute is if you stagger them. So let me show you. So if I go like, put a little bit of glue on the actual flower, because it doesn't take much to hold them, because they're fairly small and fairly light. But you can stagger them. So there's a little white one and a little yellow one together. Get on there. Then if any glue squirts out, you just take your pick tool and clean it. Come on, get over there. There we go. So just stagger them, play with them, have fun with them. They're cute little shaker cards, which I've not done a shaker card with them yet, but I need to. All right, so here is my twist. And I probably didn't even need to put the little flowers, but I did. There's the inside. So let me show you. This is the catalog version, and then here's my twist. So here is the other twist, so you can see the difference just depending on where your clouds are. I staggered these 2 clouds. This one, the DSP actually had a cloud. It just depends on where you trim that DSP. So anyways, all right, but this is again catalog version and my twist. So what do you think? All right, let me say, see you later, alligator. So I have stuff everywhere. I've been working on spring social stuff, and oh, I can hardly wait for everybody to see that. Now that's a little ways away, but you know, it takes a while. I even had Jeff in here. He was doing some cut and emboss through the machine. He was such a good sport about it. So anyways, all right, so thank you so much for joining me. If you, like I said before at the beginning, if you ever want to see something in particular, let me know and I'll try to do it. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for my Teach Me Tuesdays. That's 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. So thanks for spending some time with me today. I really appreciate it. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.